Singapore has to be one of the most incredible destinations we've ever visited on a cruise. It is a vast metropolis with a rich tapestry of cultures, natural spaces, food hubs and great shopping. But it's an entire country though, so what can the cruise passenger with only 1 or 2 days there expect to see or do in such a short space of time? Well, stick with us and we'll show you our top 8 tips to get a great Singapore experience. And our first tip is to use the MRT, and Singapore's ultra-modern, clean and efficient MRT underground train is a brilliant low-cost way to quickly zip across the city. It's easy to use and you simply tap your credit card as you enter and exit the stations. Each journey is less than a couple of Singapore dollars too, and the colour-coded routes are clearly signed, making it easy to ensure you're on the right route. It's super quick too, and you can get right across the city in a matter of minutes. And the stations are air conditioned, which is a real bonus, and feature cafes and outlets to buy refreshments too. The trains are spotlessly clean, but be warned, eating and drinking or chewing gum on the trains is illegal and can get you fined. No wonder they're so spotlessly clean and pleasant to travel on. So forget the hop on hop off bus, make like a local and enjoy this bedrock of Singapore life. If you're travelling on a budget, Singapore's Botanical Gardens are a must-do attraction. These are free to enter and explore and are a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The gardens are simply vast and you could easily lose many hours exploring the various zones and gardens within. Filled with specimens from all over the globe, the variety of flora and fauna within this space is simply outstanding. For a small fee, you can pay to enter the National Orchid Garden, which is centrally located, and this is a beautiful and aromatic place with exotic orchids luring you close to inhale their scent. Also free to explore are the gardens by the bay. These impressive gardens are crisscrossed with paths and cycle routes and are a delight to wander around. They provide impressive views of the iconic Marina Bay Sands Hotel and contain the famous super trees of course, and these super trees come to life at night with an impressive symphony and light show that draws a crowd. It is possible to climb onto an aerial walkway to walk around the super tree tops just for a few extra dollars, and I'll put a link in the description. Also in this amazing nature park are the 2 domes containing the Cloud Forest and Flower Dome. Both are adjacent but are technically separate attractions, although you can buy combined tickets. The Cloud Forest is in our view the more spectacular to visit, with its vast indoor waterfall, aerial walkways, interactive exhibits and sculpted internal landscapes recreating rainforests from all around the world. The gardens by the bay are a magnet for visitors to Singapore for a good reason, and even if you like to avoid tourist traps, in our view this is definitely a place worth visiting. Now tip 4, and whilst many visitors may instinctively head to the Raffles Hotel for a Singapore sling, we recommend that if you really want to experience Singapore's foodie scene, you head to a hawker centre. And there are many of these around the city, and they offer the visitor a unique dining experience where you can enjoy excellent local food and drink, with all the food stalls being tightly regulated for standards and hygiene, and you can enjoy some exquisite tastes and flavours amid the hustle and bustle of Singapore life. And this is eating and drinking like a local, and when you see how cheap the food is and how good it tastes, you'll see why so many locals eat out in a hawker centre. Now for tip 5, and shopping in Singapore is a very popular pastime for visitors, and shoppers are really spoilt for choice. If you want big brands and superstores, then there are numerous air-conditioned shopping centres around the city centre, with the Marina Bay Sands Centre being a very popular stop. However, the shopping in the suburbs is a particular fun activity if you're after a bargain, so do yourself a favour and explore some of these incredible shopping areas, and why not stop for refreshments in a local bar too, or try a local coffee. Tip 6. And Paradise Beaches may not be the first thing you think of when it comes to Singapore, but Sentosa Island gives you exactly that. And getting across to the island by cable car is a whole heap of fun, and whilst it's easy to be distracted by the theme parks and aquarium on the island, the beaches at Soloso are a real highlight. Glorious golden sand and safe swimming or paddling backed by bars and restaurants, what's not to like? And tip 7 is a personal favourite, and that is not to ignore Singapore's natural beauty. And if you really want to get back to nature, MacRitchie Park allows you to go wild in some of Singapore's remaining jungle areas, and there are up to 20 miles of walking trails to explore, and you can experience what this island was like before it was developed. And this is beautiful rainforest, full of wildlife and safe and well constructed walking trails. This is a real secret gem and often overlooked by tourists, and the treetop walk, well, that just gives incredible views. And our final tip is not to overlook the history of this wonderful country, and a fascinating and enjoyable way to find out more is to actually take a riverboat cruise from Clark Quay down to Marina Bay. And as well as an enjoyable boat trip, taking in plenty of the city centre sights, the accompanying narration is fascinating, explaining the history of the city and the foundations of an independent country. It's educational and rather pleasant. So that's it, and they are our top tips for making the most of such a short time in this amazing place. But what we are certain of is that once you've been here, you'll want to come back and explore some more of wonderful Singapore. Subscribing to our channel is the easiest way to help us with more content like this, and it really means a lot too. And if you've got anything to say about this video, why not drop us a comment in the box below? We always reply. Thanks very much.